We are just about 4 miles off the shore of Lake Erie at Highmark Stadium in Orchard Park, New York. Straight ahead, we've got a pretty good one on tap here, as it'll be the Los Angeles Rams taking on the Buffalo Bills. And we are underway in Buffalo. Oh, a good-looking return set up here. And a good return, able to get out across the 35. .36. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Allen looking to throw it right at the outset. And his first pass here is going to fall incomplete.
Certainly looked like someone was very confident in his ability to fit that one in. I would say he was overconfident because there wasn't a whole lot of separation there. Had that one covered pretty well downfield and knocked it away.
Second and 10.
Alert! Round 80.
Throwing now is Allen. Shakir hauls it in. This defense looking for an early stop. This is 3rd down and 6.
Brings up 3rd and 6.
To the air, Allen. Lines up and lets it go for Samuel. This is caught at the 20. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. Curtis Samuel, 60 yards. And the Bills march right down the field in 3 plays to claim the early advantage. Not a bad way to start it.
And I think that was part of their script, because so many teams script their opening possessions, and whether it's just that possession or even deeper into the half, sometimes it's 15 to 30 plays. That had to be one in there where they call a shot play. Go for the big one, and they got it done.
Matt Prater set to kick off.
After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. And this return going to come to a quick end as he is belted at the end of that one. Stafford and the Rams come up 1st and 10 at their own 21.
Set. Middle, middle, middle. White 7. Stay 50, stay 50. Stop.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. This one swung out to Williams. So the completion good for just 3. And that will bring up 2nd down. A first run now for Kyron Williams. And he'll manage only a couple here up to the 25. 3rd and 5. They run it again with Williams. And he maybe makes it back to the line of scrimmage. That's it. And boy, down a touchdown already, but they're going to line up to go for it on their side of the field. And they hit him as he throws, as this one's going to go straight down to the turf. Incomplete. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And the Bills are going to take over in excellent field position.
Alert!
First down, here's the run with Cook. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. That's good for 21 yards and a first down. He covered a lot of ground, great blocking, and now they can sniff that end zone.
They certainly can, and because of that run, maybe you come back and fake it to him on this play and throw a little play action. Someone should break wide open.
Cook. Fighting, but he won't get too far. Maybe a yard, that's all, down to the 2. No gain there, and it's going to set up 2nd and goal.
Absolutely love the effort there. The ability to flow from his inside spot and stop that one at the line of scrimmage. Nice linebacker play.
2nd and goal, and they will try again from the 2-yard line.
Alert! 180! Monday. Half 85, half 85. Look out!
Cook. Trying to get to the goal line, but he's going to be stopped just short at the 1. 3rd and goal. This L.A. Rams defense will try to bow up once more. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Josh Allen. It's a 1-yard touchdown run. And the Bills lead this now 13-0 here in the opening quarter of the ball game. Now Prater to add the PAT. And it's good, and they have jumped out here to a quick 14-0 first quarter lead.
14, Rams 0. Matt Prater is set to kick off.
After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. And he's going to be stopped cold. Good coverage there by the kick team to bring that return to an abrupt halt. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. They find themselves in a good-sized hole here, and a good-sized hole early on in this game as they come up on first down. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage.
Brings up 2nd and 11.
Stafford now to throw. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up third down.
That's absolutely going to fire this defense up. They made it their mission to deny that completion, and they came through with a nice hit and knocked it incomplete.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down.
180. White.
To throw is Stafford. And it is caught. Loose inside the 30. Inside the 10. Touchdown, LA. Puka Nacua, 82 yards. And the Rams have got it back to within a score. They were already down 2 scores early. They needed something to try to stem that tide, and that certainly qualifies. A big play to get them in the end zone.
It qualifies indeed because, let's face it, they don't get something done on this drive, turn it back over, this game could be 88 and out the gate early.
What? 88 and out the gate?
Yeah.
What's that?
Well, listen, I used to hear my old man talk about it. Usually meant that thing's done.
Well, now that they got the touchdown, it's not 88 and out the gate. We still got a good game going ahead of us. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32.
At their own 32-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive.
Alert, alert, alert.
Well, this offense looks like they have a little extra pep in their step as they take the field here for drive number 3, because remember, Charles, drives 1 and 2 both ended in the end zone.
Yeah, right now they've just got to be careful not to lean into overconfidence because every drive has a life of its own. But I like the way that they've started, the way that they're going about doing things right now. They've got a chance for that 3rd consecutive touchdown, and that would be a crushing blow to the defense.
Round 80. Hey, hold. Where's that?
From the gun, it's a give to Cook. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
A gain of
12 yards that time, and a Bills first down.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 43-yard line.
Through 1 quarter, 14-7 our score. Second quarter now in Buffalo. It's the Bills in control of the football as they've got it with a 1st and 10.
Five wide. Alert. Hey, tight. Look out.
Here's Allen to throw it. A short throw pulled in by Kincaid. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch. And it's 2nd down. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he was unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
Regular red gun. Where's that?
Now Allen. And his throw is incomplete.
Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass.
180. 56. What's that?
Here's Allen. He'll try and do this himself. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. 2nd catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down.
And a nice call and really good execution there because they gave him a little bit of a different launch angle perhaps, you know. You don't want to have the quarterback dropping back 5 to 7 steps on every play and have the defense zero in on him. There you hope that you get your defense going one way. They send him the other, and they picked up nice yardage with that completion.
Allen going to throw. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
Up the middle, it's Cook. And he is into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. James Cook, 32 yards. And the Bills have taken a 2-touchdown lead now.
You get in a second and long situation down here in the red zone, I'd say most defensive coaches would think pass, let's bring some pressure. So this is kind of a tendency breaker here to hit him with something on the ground, and he'll take it all the way into the end zone.
Prater for the extra point, and it's now 21-7.
Matt Prater is set to kick off.
After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. And we will not have a run back here. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 20-yard line. The LA offense ready to go for their next drive. Right now, Charles, it just feels like they're trying to keep pace. They did score the touchdown last time out, but they still trail by double digits here. We'll see if this offense is once again up to the task.
Yeah, and I think that after the last drive, they've gotten pretty revved up, don't you think? Everything they were doing was working pretty well. They go back out there with the same mindset, playing the same tempo and the same pace. Still a lot of time left to make something happen in this one.
And able to use his blockers to get this up over the 40. Here's 2nd and 3.
A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3.
Stafford. Able to hook up with Williams here on the out route. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains.
250. Hey, 54. Omaha, ready to move. 32.
Stafford. Finding Williams once more, complete. And this will not be enough. On 3rd and 5, he only gets 3. Here we go with Williams. And some nifty running here as he'll take this across midfield and down to the 47.
That's good. First down.
White.
1st and 10 at the 47.
They stick to the ground game on 1st down. It's Williams. And a good job of finding the open space to run as he's down close to the 30 here. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Back to throw, Stafford. Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Pick made by Terrell Bernard. And the Bills are going to take over at their own 30-yard line.
Brandon, this is a veteran quarterback back there. He should know better than to make a throw like this. This is definitely not his best ball, and I think he knew this was trouble the second it was leaving his hand.
Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. And still plenty of time remaining here in the half, more than a minute. And we'll see if they just want to protect that lead or try to add on to it.
Well, with as much time as is left on the clock, I would imagine it would be the latter. I think they're going to try and add on to it. So what they're going to tell the team is very simply, if you can get out of bounds after making a play downfield, terrific. If you can't, everyone hustle to the line of scrimmage, either run another play or clock it and start over again.
44-yard line.
Hey, tight. Sound. What's that?
Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. Now he'll tuck this and run. And that one off the mark behind him. Incomplete.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them. And I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
Allen. And he whips that one incomplete there.
The coverage keyed in on him since that last completion his way. He earned a little more attention on that route, and that made it a lot tougher to get a clean throw his way.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions.
56.
Again, they'll throw with Allen. It's caught inside the 25. And he'll take this all the way down to the 15-yard line. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts, as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10.
Half 85. Ready? Out.
So the shotgun snap to Allen. Now he's going to step up and run. Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. And the Rams force the turnover. They'll take over at their own 27. Charles, not only is that an interception, it's one when you were really knocking on the door for a touchdown inside the red zone.
You're actually thinking points no matter what. At worst, you're thinking kicking a field goal and getting 3. We might look back on this in the second half and say, you remember when they didn't get points on that drive? This could cost them.
And he's going to drop this off to Williams, complete. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. 2nd down and 3. Out of the gun, Stafford. Here's a diving catch right side. And offensively, they'll take the timeout with 6 seconds left in the second quarter.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Now a 1st down carry. It's Williams. And they see right through that defensively as he'll be hit and taken down to the backfield. And now we'll get a late timeout as it comes in the waning moments of quarter number 2. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit.
A 65-yard attempt.
And that one's not going to get there. Not enough juice, an ambitious effort, but it's well short. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Matt Prater set to kick off.
The Rams set to receive the second half kickoff, and they trail here as we resume play. And he returns this to the 22.
At their own 22-yard line.
The Los Angeles offense set to begin their next drive. Charles, some things to like about that first half. Ultimately trailing here, but certainly this deficit is manageable. So curious to see what adjustments they may have made at intermission.
As am I, because I think things bode well for a possible comeback, because I thought a lot of their best reps in the first half came through the passing game. They were hitting the open receivers, taking whatever the coverage gave them and making it work well for themselves. Now, they just want to pick up the pace of scoring a little bit. So I expect them to come out and continue to throw the ball effectively.
They'll set up the screen. This is Williams. And he's going to be taken down right at the line. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
And we constantly talk about people being on the same page. In this situation, the two of them saw the play with the same eyes. They understood where the open spaces were going to be, and they found a way to get there to pick up a new set of downs.
Here's Stafford. Trying to get it to Adams, but it's intercepted. And his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line.
As they started that drive, I think they looked at the scoreboard and said, this is a manageable deficit, guys, but let's go ahead and start cutting it down right here. Instead, an interception happened, so a 2-possession game might become 3. So as we get going here in the second half, this could rapidly reach the point where there isn't enough time left for a comeback if their defense doesn't bail them out.
77 yards for him on the ground now, as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
Here's Cook again. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now 3rd down coming up.
And plays like that are exactly what this defense needs here early in the second half to give it a little spark. I think their halftime adjustment, what they talked about, maybe it was just a little inspirational speech. Who knows? But looks like they're ready to go.
Allen from the gun on 3rd down. Goes to the tight end, Kincaid. And he is going to have a Bills first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And the Bills.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size, can't really hide him. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a first down.
And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
2nd and 7 at the 13-yard line.
And he takes it inside the 10 to the 8 before he's out of bounds. It's going to be a gain of 6 on the keeper, but it leads to a 3rd down. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. Now Allen. Throw left side to Kincaid. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Dalton Kincaid, a 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Bills will add on to their lead here in the final minute of the 3rd. Extra point good by Prater. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21.
Matt Prater set to kick off.
After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21.
At their own 21-yard line.
The LA offense ready to go for their next drive. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, It has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
Up the middle, it's Williams. And he'll get this up over the 25 to the 26. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Here's Stafford. Working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
It's a gain of 11. That's good for Rams.
Now it's Stafford. On Stafford for the 3rd time is intercepted. And the Bills are going to get the football back as time will run out in this 3rd quarter of play. So it'll be a change of possession on the turnover when we get back. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Buffalo. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And after the interception, they are sitting in an even better spot with the ball and a comfortable 4th quarter lead. That's caught out wide by Cooks. They'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. They may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a 1st down.
Well, it may seem a little unorthodox to some people. Got the lead, 4th quarter, yet he's still firing away. I think he believes that's the best way to go ahead and win the game.
Yeah, a lot of coaches say, let's just run the football, be conservative. He's sticking to his game plan.
Now, that is his game, and that's what they're going to ride.
And he's going to get this inside the 30. Another 1st down, this time on a gain of 19.
How about that there? No frills, no additives, right? Nothing crazy. Just find a way to pick up the 1st down. A nice run right there.
Throwing now is Allen. And he's going to be taken down. Pressure gets there back at the 39-yard line.
It's a 10-yard loss. Brings up 2nd and 20. At the 39-yard line.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Allen. And pressure coming, and they got him once again. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts. And as the 2 teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. So after the sack, Allen and the Bills with work to do on 3rd and long. From midfield, here's Allen. That is incomplete.
I think it's fairly safe to call this game over, but they're still trying to bomb it downfield and add to their lead. Almost makes you start to feel for the defense and root for them a little bit, too.
The Bills send the punter out, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. And a fair catch called for and made just outside the 15-yard line. It's just a 30-yard punt that time, no return. And the Rams will go on offense here with a 1st and 10. The Los Angeles offense set to begin their next drive. Even though they were able to force the punt defensively, still a big hole to climb out of, especially at this late stage of the contest. From the 24 now, here's 2nd and 3. They'll stay on the ground with Williams. And he's going to be hemmed in and brought down right at the line of scrimmage.
No gain on the play. It's 3rd down and 4.
They'll try and run for it. Here's Williams. And he is going to have a Rams 1st down. It won't be by much. He needed 3, and he got 3, barely. But the mark shows 1st down. Throwing is Stafford. And that's going to be incomplete.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
Now Stafford. Throwing the out route, incomplete. That's Williams. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a third down.
Hey, 22!
Stafford now to throw. He's got his target. That's complete. And he'll be taken down with a first down as they get about 14 out of that one, and we go to the 2-minute warning. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. To throw is Stafford. And this is thrown to the sideline. No receiver in the area, though, and that's going to bring out a flag. They lose the yardage, and, of course, they also lose the down on the grounding call, and it's quickly 2nd and long. Now Stafford. And he drops it incomplete, and their struggles continue here.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. What we just saw there, that's really been a common theme all afternoon.
A lot of pressure. That forced the errant pass. He's been under duress this entire afternoon. He just had to unload that one. He's fortunate it was just incomplete and not intercepted.
Desperation time for Stafford on 4th down. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and that will force a turnover on downs. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. A 10th carry in the game for Cook. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. Now the Rams will signal for a timeout, their second, as they'll get it with just over 90 seconds to go in the ball game. Snap will come from the 31 on 2nd and 7. Oh, design run for their wideout. And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. The Rams going to be forced to use their 3rd and final timeout, as they'll get it with just under 90 seconds remaining. They need to get this to the 24 on 3rd down. Allen now looks to throw. He's going to let this go for the end zone. And that is caught. Touchdown, Buffalo. Khalil Shakir, 32 yards. And the Bills up the lead to 4 scores now here in this fourth quarter. Prater on to add the extra point. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead.
7. Matt Prater is set to kick off.
After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
Nobody watching the screen, but yeah, I had a good time. I enjoyed it. Slapping them around.
The LA offense ready to go for their next drive. Well, CD, it's all window dressing at this point. I mean, the best they can do is in the game with a nice drive to maybe build some momentum to move forward into their next contest.
Yeah, with how lopsided this game has been, even one score might not do a lot of cosmetic good on the scoreboard, partner, because it's just about looking forward at this point. Get a touchdown here, give yourself some positive momentum and reps to focus on and get back to practice in the next couple of days.
22. Easy as you learn.
3rd and 6.
And middle. 53. Ready. 20 hot.
Stafford. And that is incomplete. Defensively, you look at the numbers. Another incomplete pass that we just saw, and they're under 200 yards passing for the game, so they've done their job on that side of the ball.
Yeah, recently I was actually working a game where a quarterback had a streak of 5 straight games without a 200-yard game, and that was a big talk both in his town and amongst his team. How do we get the passing game going? So big credit to them holding them under 200 today.
They snap it to Stafford. Pass complete there into Cool.
A gain of 17 yards.
Stafford going to change it up here.
It's a gain of 17 yards. And a Rams first down.
Back to throw again. He's going to air one out. Man, it's caught at the 6-yard line. And oh, so close as he takes it all the way to the 2-yard line.
It's a gain of 42 yards. That's another Rams first down.
Again, it's Stafford. And this is caught. Well, they get one back. Picking up the late touchdown here, but still down big.
Touchdown.
The touchdown all set up by the big play one snap before, but they finish it off here with a shorter completion, this time for the score.
I like how they stuck with what got them there, right? The big pass play, got the momentum going, right? That's you create it with a play like that, and you come right back with another pass play to finalize things off.
Extra point splits the uprights, and that'll cut the lead back down to 21. So despite the huge deficit, they're going to keep fighting. Here comes the onside kick. And the Bills are going to recover. Now they're down big here in the 4th. They had to try the onside kick. Can't fault them for the effort at least.
No, you can't at all. And if nothing else, now you've put something that you're trying to practice, right, that you've worked on into a game situation, and now you can go back and dissect it. So if you need it again sometime, maybe you'll find a better way to do it. But, yeah, this game's pretty much done for them.
So Allen's going to look to throw. Now he fires deep for Shakir. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. Their passing attack, even though that one was incomplete, has been really sharp in this one. It's resulted in a lot of touchdowns, and it looks like they're not going to stop throwing the football until the very end of this one.
Well, that will certainly make everyone involved on offense pretty happy, because that gives them all a chance to pad their stats a bit. But as far as the actual need, you and I both know they can just run this clock out, because this one, it was over a long time ago.
So it's a victory here for the Buffalo Bills. And when you break it down, you know, this was just a thoroughly dominating performance.
And I truly thought that we'd have a tight game coming into this one. I think you felt the same way based on our conversation after the production meeting. But obviously not the case. And how about just how it broke open? You know, you just all of a sudden, whoosh, there it is. This thing is pretty much done. And the crowd stayed with it to celebrate, because they're like, let's enjoy watching our team play this well. This is fun.
So that'll do it for my partner, Charles Davis, and the best darn crew in the industry. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. With that, we say so long from Buffalo.